Good evening, guys. Today I've got something pretty special. It's a new project I'm starting. Not that I'm ending Project Grover. It's not even like being suspended or just stopped for a while. These are just going to be two continuous projects which I am doing at the same time. Update on Project Grover actually. I'm awaiting some stronger springs to go on the old shocks because the new shocks created that sort of jolting sound. So hopefully that'll just sort of lower the base plate slightly so that it won't make that noise. And a new video will be coming out fairly soon. But you're wondering, what's this new project I'm starting? Well, I guess you could say I'm becoming a shipwright. I've been reading up on my boat terminology. Tiny little glimpse of what's going to happen, what's coming up. Because, well, just recently I received this beauty from my grandpa. He gave it to me, and he basically said, because he saw that I was making all these different RC related things, and he said, why don't you make this RC? It's just like it's a military sort of, it's not too big of a boat, but it's, as you can see, it is falling apart. It's quite old, but it's gonna be brilliant because it's all made out of wood, which means it's completely customizable. But it does need quite a lot of work because it is quite a few bits falling off. But what that does mean is, of course, a new series. I'm not sure what it's going to be called yet. I'm thinking the boat build or boat build. Yeah, this is the Pioneer, currently in between Mark II and Mark III. But as you can see, you know, doesn't look like there's any way in, but there's this clever little hatch door. It takes off this main sort of, I guess, bridge or wheelhouse. Although the wheelhouse is here, you know, you have the masthead and stuff like that is here. You take this off, and there's some stuff inside. I've taken most of it out. There was originally a motor here, and as you'll see, you've got the rudder, and this is a working propeller. Although it's supposed to release like 3 pulses of energy, but really, because of the speed and it's not very effective because the fins aren't slanted enough. So I may just have to get a new propeller, which is fine. They're really quite cheap. But then you've got the rudder at the back. The rudder is decent, and as you can see, the paint job on this is actually rather brilliant. It's got a lovely little bow. The bow is this part of the ship. Yeah, the sort of the bit where it all centres towards, just to keep it in line while it's sort of gliding along the water. I've already done some couple of fixes, like I've super glued some of these like handrails back on because they'd broken off, and I did actually this little one-man turret, that one there, that had actually fallen off, so I glued actually my grandpa glued that back on while we were still at their house. But as you can see, this one fell off pretty quickly, but I'll super glue that back on soon. Yeah, it's all going pretty well. The rudder in a minute is controlled via just this tiny little, I don't know what it would be called, but it's just a little steering wire here that's bent up, so that means that you can move that like that. You guys can see that. But that's going to be rather simple, because all I've got to do is just replace this, just attach a servo here, so that'll move there, and then we'll just put a new motor to control the propeller, and we'll be set. I've got the old RC remote from the current Project Rover series, so we're all settled on controllers. Yes, it's a car controller, but it doesn't really matter, you know, as long as I can control it. It's only got 3 channels, which is fine, because I'm only gonna have 2 channels, which is just the servo and the motor. But that does leave one channel, channel 3, open for stuff like little lights, LEDs. So that will really make this boat stand out and pop out. This is going to be really cool, because I've never done a sea dwelling sort of hobby before. I've never built anything that floats really. Oh, that's eBay. So it'll be really cool. I have tested it to make sure it's watertight, and it is in fact watertight, but just to make sure, I probably will do a PVA coat, PVA coat of like the sort of what is it called? Just the main whale of the ship, which is just this section here, and upwards to the bow, and just all along. I don't really need to do the top or anything. I may just find myself doing the rims, just in case water splashes up. But there's quite a few nice little rivers where I live, so we'll be able to go down there, little creeks, and get some cool footage. Now, I did sacrifice my waterproof GoPro case for the Project Rover series, but I should be alright. I know I'm being mega risky just putting it on the back, but it's not really something that will fall over much. I mean, I've ordered a new motor, a new ESC, a new battery packs. We're running on 7.2 volts this time. Usually I go for maybe a 6, or sometimes I go for like 1.5 for the really small little things that I'm powering, but I've gone full out. I've gone for a battery which is burst discharge, which means if we ever get into a sticky situation, there's a little 15 C discharge rate, which that's burst discharge. The continuous discharge is something like 10C, which is pretty good. If you don't know what the C or 10C means, just Google it. But all that means is there's a small sort of I wouldn't say waterfall, but it's like there's a slight gradient in the river where I live, and if we get sucked into that current, hopefully using that 10C burst discharge, we can quickly get out of there. I probably won't be using the motor to its fullest of potential, just because, you know, the idea is that this is supposed to be, you know, it's not supposed to be a speedboat. It's not supposed to jet across the water. It's just supposed to sort of plod along, you know. But I am probably going to make, it will mean that, you know, we can go much faster, and I probably will test that out. But of course I can't go too fast, because it is, you know, it's supposed to just be a sort of ready to run little playboat really. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. I know, maybe we'll do I like the paint job, but maybe we could add some little accessories to it.